G'day everybody, Ed here, and I'm actually in Los Angeles at the moment, and I wanted to continue on the series of stuff that Gary Halbert taught me. And it's very appropriate that I'm here because here was the scene of, well, many of Gary's greatest triumphs, but one in particular which was not for a client but for himself. And the lesson today is get people to love you or hate you. But whatever you do, don't get them to be ambivalent. And it's interesting, this lesson actually, I was prompted about this lesson when I was flying over here. I was reading an article in the latest, what was it? It was Business 2.0, I think. And they talked about hey marketing. John Carlton talks about it as marketing from your heels. And that basically is, this article that I was reading was these guys have been analysing dating ads, and most of the dating ads were like, hey, I'm here, or looking for love. Well, like, duh, you're on a dating site, of course you are. And they pointed out that it was the interesting headlines that worked, and this of course made me think of Gary, because Gary had the most famous dating ad of all time. He took out a full page ad in the LA Times. And in fact, I've got it just over there. Well, the LA Times is just over there. And in that ad, and the copy is available at his site, the GaryHalbertLetter.com, and you can go and search for it. It's worth reading it. And basically, it is an ad which probably quite a few of you will find quite offensive. There's no doubt about it. But as he said to me, Eddie, you're going to run with the foxes or run with the dogs? And he realised what he wanted, because he wrote an entire letter to try get a date. He was sick of the dating scene and he just wanted to find somebody, so he wrote an entire letter. And the copywriting is superlative. And as it turned out, it was very, very effective as well. But the lesson for me in that marketing is, are you making a point? Because if you're being lame and just saying, hey, this could be alright, check this out, you're going to cause ambivalence, and the ambivalence in marketing is death. Nobody knew that better than Gary Halbert. If you look at his headlines, if you look at his copy, it was designed to separate and divide and absolutely target the people that he knew were actually going to send him money, even if it meant that he would piss off the people that were on the other side of the fence that weren't going to buy, because he didn't care. To him, they were irrelevant. They were never going to buy the product anyway. So it's something to consider, when you're looking at your marketing going forward. What are you? Is it just me too, hey type marketing? Or is it marketing with a message and a point that targets and isolates the people who are going to buy from you to the exclusion of everybody else? People market from a basis of fear, which is always deadly, in the sense that they try not to offend anybody, and in offending nobody, they impassion nobody, and that's very dangerous. It's a deadly poison for marketing. So just have a think about that with as you go about your marketing. And again, it's something that Gary Halbert, I think, sort of rammed into my head with the marketing. And I just realised that just this week I wrote an email which said, hey, and I now am going to make sure I don't do that again. So, all right, thank you for the great comments about this series. And please, I would encourage you to do your own video. Put it up on YouTube. Just put the tags. I think it'll be one of these sides. Just put the tags up and just use 2 tags, Gary Halbert. That way it'll make sure, and it'll also mean that we're all doing this for the right reasons, which is to remember a great man, not some scum-sucking attempt to leech off the great man's name. And that's very important. So please do that, and please rate the video, because that is also a way of making sure that you can just do that down there. Rate the video to make sure that people get to see the right sort of messages about Gary, ones that celebrate his life. All right, and I'll come back with another one of these in a few days before we continue on. All right, speak soon.